As a foodie, wherever I travel to, all I want to do is to eat and eat and eat until I don't want to eat anymore, if that ever happens. And Lagos, Nigeria wasn't an exception. Recently, I traveled back to Nigeria for my grandma's funeral and I had this Efo Riro and pounded yam. Every bite of it reminded me of my childhood. It reminded me of my grandma, and I just had to recreate it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. Today is not just about recipe, it is a story of flavor, of memory, and of my incredible late grandmother. She taught me how to cook this Efo Yoruba style, and today I am sharing it with you. Let's talk about the ingredients. For this recipe, I'm making use of dried panla fish, some palm oil, onions, red and white onion, seasoning cube, salt, locust beans, crayfish powder, assortment of bell peppers, onion and dried pepper, no tomatoes at all, and of course my spinach. So next thing I'm going to be doing is to be blanching my vegetables in hot water. This is how my grandma taught me. So I'm not going to be cutting no corners. I am going to be boiling this vegetable, as in literally boiling it for some time until it's softer and wilted. While I'm blanching the vegetables, let me tell you a little bit about my grandma. The picture on the left was my last picture with my grandma. My grandmother died at the age of 100, believe it or not. That woman lived a good life. My grandmother, fondly known as Yaonio, meaning the woman that sells pounded yam. That should give you a clue of what her job was. She owned the restaurant, which she successfully passed down to my aunt, who is taking care of the restaurant and has a lot of customers. So that's where that gene of cooking came from. I'll definitely miss my grandmas. I'll miss our banter. I'll miss all the fun phone video calls that we normally have together. And I pray that our soul rest in peace. Going back to the vegetables are nicely wilted now. So I pass it through a strainer just to get rid of the hot water. Next, I ran some cold water over it just to stop the cooking process. And this is what my vegetables look like at the moment. It's still nice and green, which I'm happy about, but it's nicely wilted as well. At this point, I am going to be squeezing out all the liquid from this vegetable. Make sure you squeeze out all the liquid. This is what my grandma told me to do. I can still hear her voice in my head, how she was telling me in my Yoruba language to squeeze out all the liquid from that vegetable after I had blanched it. And that is exactly what I've done. Next, I poured my palm oil in the pan, added my sliced onions, and also came in with my locust beans. Very important for this Yoruba Efo Riro. So you're going to fry your onion and locust beans until it is nicely fragrant. You make sure you don't burn it. Just stir it from time to time, and the aroma in your home at this point should be heavenly. Next, I added my blended pepper. The pepper, if you notice, is not finely blended and it is not too coarse at the same time. So you can blend it however you would like, but this is my own preference. Next, I came in with my panla fish. This is my dried fish. You can use any sort of protein that you like. You can use your chicken, you can use beef, but I have just chosen to keep it simple because this is the way my grandma used to make it. So I came in with my fish. I came in with my fish at this point because I wanted it to rehydrate. Remember I said it is dried panla fish. So that is why it's already in the pepper mix at this point. I also added my seasoning cube. At this point, I have not added any salt. So I went ahead to fry this pepper. You're going to fry it until there is no more water in it. At this point, I added my salt because I tasted it and noticed that it needed that salt. I also came in with my crayfish powder. However, I must mention that my grandmother did not add crayfish powder to her own, but this is just me being myself in the kitchen. I just have to put my own twist and put my own spin on whatever I am cooking. So I just had to put that out there. You're just going to continue to fry this pepper, making sure that you're mixing it every now and again so that it doesn't burn until the oil starts to float to the top, like here. As always, I always control my oil intake. So if you want more oil, please go ahead and use more oil. It tastes nicer actually, but for my own health, I usually would cut down on the oil. I also felt that the pepper was a bit too much for my vegetables, so I took some of the pepper out into a small bowl, and that I can use for other things later, or if need be, I'll be adding it back into the vegetable. If you have watched this video up to this point, thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please like this video. Leave me a comment and help me to share as well. Please, this YouTube journey, it is not easy, but it is easy in Jesus' name. I'm putting in my best, and please indicate some, just react so that the algorithm would know that people are watching and they feel some sort of way about my content. Thank you so much. So I've started adding in my vegetables at this point, and as I'm adding my vegetables, I am mixing and mixing and mixing until all the vegetables are added in. I know the vegetable looks as if it's ready at this point. To be honest, it is ready. But according to my grandma, you're going to continue to kind of stir fry your vegetable with the pepper mix until it looks a bit darker and nicely fried. Not crispy fried, but at least nicely fried. And to be honest, it makes all the difference. At this point, your home should be smelling amazing, and you're already making your pounded yam or even maybe some white rice or boiled plantain. At the end of this video, I've included some slides from my grandmother's funeral that I went for in Nigeria, just for your enjoyment. And there you have it. Our delicious grandma style Efo Riro is ready. Help me to like, share, comment, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye bye.